In the headlines, gunmen set divisional police headquarters on fire in Imo State. 2 children die in Niger State after restroom building collapsed on them. Zamfara State government donates patrol vehicles. And on the foreign scene, 23 killed, 38 injured after bus and truck collision in Tanzania. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayubele. Thank you for joining. The details now. Gunmen have set Umuguma Police Headquarters in Owerri, West Local Government Area of Imo State on fire. The spokesperson for the police in the state, Michael Abatam, who confirmed the attack, said no casualty recorded, while reports says that 2 police constabularies by name Ifai and Ike were killed. According to reports, the incident happened on Saturday with heavy bombardment at the station, leading to property worth millions of naira being destroyed, while the cross-exchange of gunshots sends residents of the area scampering for safety. Reports say that on arrival, the gunmen who came with guns and explosives immediately opened fire at the divisional headquarters after blocking the roads leading in and out of the station, including the ones close to the local government area council headquarters. Meanwhile, gunmen razed the residence of the President General of Ohanaeze Ndigbo Worldwide, George Obiozor, located in Awo Omama in Oru East Local Government Area of Imo State with explosives. Confirming the incident, the Imo State Police Public Relations Officer Michael Abatam said no report of lives lost from the attack. Reports say that the gunmen used improvised explosives devices and petrol bombs to raise the building after they drove into the compound, shot indiscriminately. Staying with security matters, 2 children have been reportedly found dead in a collapsed toilet of UK Bello Memorial Primary School, Peko, the headquarters of Peko Local Government Area of Niger State. There are conflicting information as to what the children were doing around the building that was said to be weak. Daily Trust reports that the children, a boy and a girl, were hawking sachet water with their colleagues around the school when the building collapsed on them, while other reports say that they were scavenging for scraps to sell when, in the process of digging around the building, it collapsed. In another tragedy, fire on Saturday gutted Bua Cement Factory in Sokoto State, resulting to the death of 3 persons, while 3 others were injured. The fire prevention officer of Sokoto State Fire Service, Nuhu Lawal, who confirmed the incident, said the service mobilized teams as well as moved firefighting equipment to the location. Reports say that other equipment and other valuables had also been destroyed by the inferno, noting that an interim situation information indicated that the inferno is suspected to be caused by an uploading fuel tanker. The governor of Zamfara State, Bello Muhammad, has presented 5 brand new Hilux vehicles to the government of Niger Republic for special border patrol to curb the activities of bandits now declared as terrorists. The donation of the 5 Hilux vehicles in fulfillment of an earlier pledge made by Governor Bello Matawalle to support the government of Niger Republic with vehicles and other security logistics in the fight against banditry. The report.
Zamfara State Governor Bello Matawalle had presented 5 Hilux vehicles to the Governor of Maradi Region, Abubakar Shuaibu, at a ceremony held at Government House Gusau in the state capital. Governor Mohammed said his administration decided to donate the vehicles to the government of Niger Republic in order to provide special border patrol at Maradi and other parts of Niger Republic, which shared borders with Zamfara, Katsina, and Sokoto states.
As I pledge to give 5 vehicles, trucks, and other to ease the fight against banditry and to checkmate the cross-border patrol of these criminals that are between Zamfara and Maradi region. Today, I am handing over the said vehicle, as I promised, to the President of Niger Republic, President Muhammadu Bazoum. He sent the Governor of Maradi and all the security chiefs in Maradi region to come to Zamfara and other to receive these vehicles for the use in transborder patrol.
Governor of Maradi region Abubakar Shuaibu thanked Governor Bello and the people of Zamfara state for the gesture done to them, saying the vehicles will be used in the fight against banditry and other heinous crimes, particularly along the Maradi border. The Maradi governor, in company of his commissioner of police and other service chiefs from Maradi region, commended the efforts of the governor in the fight against banditry. In December last year, Governor Bello Mohammed visited President Mohamed Bazoum in Niamey, where the two leaders discussed issues of insecurity and resolved to explore more areas of support and cooperation between Niger Republic and Zamfara state. At the meeting, Governor Mohammed promised to donate the 5 brand new Helix vehicles to the government of Niger Republic for special border patrol. Secretary to the state government Kabiru Balarabe, Commissioners of Information, Security and Home Affairs Ibrahim Dosara and DIG Maman Safe, retired Zamfara State Commissioner of Police CP Ayuba Elkana, and other heads of security agencies in Zamfara State witnessed the event.
National Emergency Management Agency says 8 persons died in a communal dispute that occurred between the Alessi community in Ikom local government area and their neighbors, the Ochon community in Obruba local government area of Cross River State. South-South Zonal Coordinator of NEMA, Godwin Tepiko, confirmed this during an on-the-spot assessment of the communal crisis in both communities at the weekend. Tepiko said that the crisis broke out as a result of a land dispute between the two neighboring communities, noting that at least 2,008 persons were affected and have been displaced from their ancestral homes. The closure of public and private schools in Zamfara State for over 5 months due to rising insecurity is taking the state educationally backward. Some stakeholders said that it will take the state a long time to recover from the damages of schools closure caused by banditry. The report.
The speaker described as unacceptable the alarming rate of out-of-school children in the country, noting that it is a time bomb which leaders and concerned citizens must join hands together to address the challenge before it explodes. Represented by his Chief of Staff, Garba Rikiji, the speaker observed that 4 out of every 10 Nigerians live below poverty line. He said health expenditure of approximately 76.6%, as well as widespread insecurity, which are some of the factors responsible for multidimensional poverty hindering the progress of Nigeria, especially the northern states.
The statistic was conspicuously very clear that 4 out of every 10 Nigerians, 4 are living below a poverty line, which means 4 out of every 10 Nigerians are in abject poverty, a level that virtually everything that life needs is absence for them. And that gives birth to about 10.5 million out-of-school children in this country, with higher concentration in the north, unfortunately in the north.
Deputy Governor of Zamfara State, Hassan Nasiha, applauded the initiative of taking off some out-of-school children from the streets, while assuring that the state government is ready to support the Speaker's project of enrolling 500 out-of-school children in the state. He charged those saddled with the responsibility of taking care of the beneficiaries to ensure the selected indigent children benefit from the program. The coordinator of the program, who is also special advisor to the Speaker of House of Representatives on Budget and Finance, Lukman Lawal, said education is a panacea to insecurity and poverty, which informed the Speaker's increased investment in the education of poor children in the country. He said that over 10,000 out-of-school children have so far benefited from the program nationwide.
Needy child, you see the parents, most of the parents are poor. The children are destitute. They don't have place to go. So somebody to come and take care of them, to take care of their education, to take care of their food. It's a quite acknowledging. I really appreciate and I'm happy with the way the whole program is taking place.
As far back as September 2019, the body of aides to the Speaker formed a volunteer group as professionals working under the Speaker. We felt the Speaker has given us a platform to serve, and it will be unfair on us not to use the resources that we get in salaries and allowances to also give back to the underprivileged members of the society.
The Speaker also provided free medical services to indigent and residents of Zamfara State on different diseases as his own way of contributing to improve the health status of Nigerians.
You're watching Trust News Update. Coming up shortly. Worry not over cooking gas. Details and more after the break. Thanks for staying. You're watching Trust News Update. Here's a look at the top stories again. Gunmen have set Umuguma Police Headquarters in Owerri West Local Government Area of Imo State on fire. Plus, 2 children have been found dead in a collapsed toilet of UK Bello Memorial Primary School, Peko, Niger State. Elsewhere, with no fatalities recorded, Nigeria on Friday recorded 11 COVID-19 infections across 4 states and the Federation, raising the infection toll to 255,093. The latest statistics by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control released late Saturday night shows that the death toll still stands at 3,142. With no backlog of infections or discharges reported, NCDC noted that a total of 249,460 people have been successfully treated and discharged nationwide, while over 2,000 people are still down with the illness. A 67-year-old electrical engineer in Gombe, Hadi Usman, has invented a cooking stove that uses water and air pressure to generate fire. His invention is coming at a time the price of cooking gas has reached all-time high. Usman says he invented the stove to cut production cost in his workshop. Ibrahim Ismail reports.
This is a cooking stove that uses water, invented by a Gombe-based electrical engineer, Malam Hadi Usman. The stove is powered by air that runs through 2 bottles of water.
Sai da damuna lokacin da ruwa yake cikin hadiri ake ganin walƙiya da tsawa.
I learned that you can only see a thunder lightning during rainy season. In dry season, there is cloud, but no thunder lightning because there is no water. Therefore, there is atom and electron in water everywhere that give fire. That was how I conducted research for 3 years and achieved this.
Muka samu damar cimma buri ya fara yin aiki kaɗan-kaɗan.
Malam Hadi explains how his technology works.
This
is a stove that uses 2 bottles of water and a fan that push air into the water, and the pressure from the water follows through a pipe to a point that it ignites fire for cooking. With the hike in prices of cooking gas and electricity tariff, this technology has potentials of solving problems of cooking energy while preventing environmental pollution.
Na samu damuwa akan yawan ɗauke wuta ko ma a yanke ta.
I suffered a lot due to unavailability of electricity and fuel scarcity. To connect a single wire, I must use a firewood to heat a soldering iron or wait until there is electricity. I began to think of a means to solve the problem and get cheap source of energy. From Gombe, Ibrahim Ismail reporting for Trust TV.
Online voter registration exercise in Katsina State is recording low turnout of will-be voters. Only 83,839 new voters are recorded across the 34 local government areas of the state. Abdullahi Yamadi completes the report.
Before the ongoing voter registration exercise, Katsina State has 3,230,230 registered voters scattered across the 4,902 polling units. With the ongoing online registration exercise, Katsina State has an additional polling unit totaling about 6,652 polling units. However, inadequate mobilization by INEC and other stakeholders may likely scuttle the success of the process, as few people are aware of the ongoing voter registration exercise in Katsina State. In most of the INEC voter registration centers visited in Katsina, Batagarawa, Keita, Mani and Bindawa, as well as Matazu local governments, only very few eligible people were seen, and those manning the exercise complained of low turnout. Another problem is incomplete registration, which sometimes amounts to waste of time and resources. This woman was cited at Nagogo Primary School, one of the INEC online voter registration centers in Katsina State, who said she has been coming for transfer of registration severally, but all the times the INEC officers kept on asking her to come back the next day. As you see me here, I have been coming since 2 days ago, but all I get is come back tomorrow. Even today, that is what I was told. I should come back tomorrow. As for these fresh registrants, the online voter registration exercise is going without hitch, and expressed hope that the 2023 general election will bring a new set of leaders that will make Nigeria a better place for all.
Very, very well. Many people are attending. There's no problem. Some people, they are attending, they replacing the card or new card. To all of them, it's okay. Okay. Yes.
No, there's no any problem. They are doing it very well, and the thing is going successfully. Yeah.
Observers say there is their need for vigorous sensitization by INEC, the media and other stakeholders to mobilize people to register in order not to disenfranchise them during the upcoming elections. All efforts to have the INEC resident electoral commissioner in Katsina State to respond to some questions proved abortive, as sources close to his office maintains that the REC is not on seat. Abdullahi Ismayamadi, Trust Television News, Katsina.
Some residents of Gusau want the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to increase the number of registration officers to fast-track the continuous voters registration exercise in Zamfara State. The residents speak at various registration centers in Gusau.
Shutting down of telecommunication services in Zamfara State to address the security challenges had negatively affected the continuous voters registration in the state. This development forced the Independent National Electoral Commission to stop the exercise in the 14 local government areas of the state. 2 weeks after lifting the suspension of telecom services in Gusau local councils, 13 local government areas of the state still grapple with telecommunication services. The Independent National Electoral Commission kick-started another round of the continuous voters registration in 14 local government areas of Zamfara State for eligible persons so as to enable them to participate in the country's electoral process. Some of the persons who came to register are appealing to the Commission to employ more registration officers to make the enrollment easy for them.
More computer, more system, more hands to help me to keep because I've left my place of work and I've stayed up to 1 hour now. I never thought I would waste this kind of time. Thought if I come, maybe in the next 10-15 minutes I will drop.
We are here the INEC to come and do our register. They are delaying us more, but they will work everything. We will soon be going. Yes, they need more hands or workers, I can say, so that they will be faster. You see now there's crowds here, they are not fast like that. They are doing the work, but they are not, the workers, they are not many.
According to Head of Voters Education and Publicity, Independent National Electoral Commission in Zamfara State, Mohammed Bashiru, a total of 282,941 persons had registered both online and physical, while 41,435 have completed their registration. However, 241,506 persons have not completed their registration exercise in the state, which the Commission said they should come forward to complete the process.
In Zamfara State, both online and physical, we have a total of 282,941. And those that completed their registration, we have 41,435. So the remaining ones haven't completed their registration. We have a total of 241,506 that haven't completed their registration in Zamfara State. And it's just the matter that they should come up to INEC office and do that. They can come to the state headquarters here, and they as well they can go to the local government office.
Bashir explained that the Commission is conducting the continuous voters registration exercise in the 14 local government headquarters of Zamfara State because insecurity made other centers in the rural communities across the state inaccessible.
Now to some business. Total debt stock of Nigeria is likely to reach 45 trillion naira as the Debt Management Office plans to borrow an additional 6.39 trillion naira to finance the 2022 budget deficit. This is contained in a DMO document released on Friday in Abuja. The document Director General of the DMO, Patience Oniha, explained that the overall deficit in the 2022 budget stands at to 6.30 trillion naira, representing 3.46% of the country's gross domestic product. And Oniha said that the budget deficit is to be financed mainly by borrowings from both domestic and foreign sources. as well as privatization proceeds, and explained that while the 2.57 trillion naira will come from domestic sources, another 2.57 trillion naira is to come from the foreign sources, 1.16 trillion naira from multilateral and bilateral loan drawdowns, and 90.7 billion naira from privatization proceeds. It will be recalled that the DMO had earlier said that the country's total debt stock as of December 2021 stands at 39.55 trillion naira. On the foreign scene, at least 22 people have been killed and 38 others injured after a bus crashed into a truck in eastern Tanzania on Friday. The police chief of the eastern region of Morogoro, Fortunatus Muslim, said the accident occurred in Melela, Kibaoni, some 200 kilometers west of the coastal city and economic hub, Dar es Salaam. He said the truck left its lane to overtake a motorbike. President Samia Suluhu Hassan presented her condolences on Twitter and urged road users to adhere to traffic rules. Tanzania has seen a spate of fatal traffic accidents. On Monday, 4 people were killed in a coach accident outside the southwestern town of Tunduma near the Zambian border on its way to Dar es Salaam. And with that, we wrap up Trust News Update. Connect with us via our social media platforms and also subscribe to our YouTube channel to watch us live and to watch other contents. I am Ayuba Ila. Thank you for watching.